Now, it's an important fundamental principle, which is the Gemara says that, for example, that Yosef had this test with the wife of Potiphar. But a greater test was the test of Boaz, when Ruth came and spent the night with him in the barn. And Boaz's test was much more difficult because she wasn't married, she had just gone to the mikveh, right? And therefore, he couldn't. There was no. She was also Jewish. There was much greater room to be lenient, right? And then the Gemara says that then there's Palti ben Liash, who was even greater than both of them. Palti ben Liash was given Michal, the daughter of Shaul, was married to David, and they were in the same bed, and he put a sword between them, and the sword is not literal. The sword, he put a sword in them and said that this is going to keep us from each other, so we don't sin. And that's even greater level because of the proximity of the temptation. So the Reb Tzadok HaKohen says it's not the pshat that Boaz and then Palti ben Liash are independently greater than Yosef. No, you needed Yosef to lay the foundation. After Yosef lays the foundation, then Boaz can come along and go further. But without Yosef having brought that power, that phenomenon of resistance into the world, Boaz would have stumbled as well. And had Boaz not brought the phenomenon of resistance to an even higher level, then Palti ben Liash couldn't have taken it to the higher level. In other words, if Avraham Avinu is able to talk to HaKadosh Baruch Hu and bargain with HaKadosh Baruch Hu, so then Chonim Aga could take it even further. But not because Chonim Aga is greater, but rather because he's building an Avraham Avinu. I build the way the metaphor which used, I don't believe it's originally a Jewish metaphor. I think it's originally a Greek metaphor. But it's like a dwarf on the shoulders of a giant. A dwarf on the shoulders of a giant can see further than the giant, right? But he's still a dwarf. He's only because he's on the shoulders of the giant that he can see even further. So who's more important in laying of course, the giant in laying the groundwork.